Hey everybody, Jim and Scott here to talk about today's big comic book movie casting news. James Spader cast as Ultron in the Avengers sequel, Avengers Age of Ultron. First of all, James Spader, an Emmy Award winner for Boston Legal, for The Practice. And, of course, a lot of folks might remember that he was in Less Than Zero with Robert Downey Jr.
Long time ago, right?
Long
Decades ago.
Who would have thought that the Avengers sequel would be a Less Than Zero reunion?
He played a bad guy in that, didn't he?
He played like the drug dealer in that. So, thoughts on James Spader being Ultron?
I think it's great. He's the perfect sort of disturbed, damaged, swarmy guy that I picture Ultron being. Like everyone knows that Ultron is an evil robot, but I'm not sure if everyone is quite aware that Ultron is an evil robot who has a daddy complex. He's fixated on the guy that created him. He's got emotion. The reason he's messed up is he has human brain patterns.
Right.
So he's supposed to be more than just a Terminator. He's supposed to be human in a way. And I think Spader can be really damaged and messed up.
And he's also an incredibly intelligent actor. You can see that, you know, in his eyes and the way he all his characters. I mean, it really does seem like a perfect foil, somebody for Downey to go up against.
Yeah.
So I guess this pretty much confirms that. You know, Tony Stark is going to be the creator of Ultron rather than Hank Pym.
It seems like it, right? And it makes sense. I mean, we know Pym's not going to be in it, and that Comic-Con teaser they played for us, basically, there was Iron Man's helmet kind of being messed up and turning into Ultron's head. So it seems like that's where it's going, and it's going to be great. Spader and Downey together on screen.
Yeah, I mean, there's somebody that you can totally see these two going toe to toe. Now, here's the question. Is it just going to be a voiceover role, or is it going to be motion capture? Vin Diesel said that, when he's going to play Groot, it's going to be motion capture or performance capture. What do you think? Probably Spader going to suit up and...
Yeah, I guess when I first heard the Ultron announcement, before we knew it was Spader, for some reason I was assuming it was just going to be a CGI character with a voiceover. But actually now with the Groot news and knowing how they handled Hulk as well, Ruffalo mo-capped Hulk, I think it's got to be motion capture.
I mean, it just also it just seems like that would have been the big catch for Spader, is I want to actually act opposite Downey again, you know, and see these two kind of just play off of each other a little more.
And who knows? I mean, there could be elements of it where Ultron assumes a human form as well. I mean, I think that's happened in the comics. So
yeah, that would definitely be interesting. Now, here's the question though: if they do the performance capture, Spader's on a brand new NBC series called The Blacklist, and that starts airing, I think, September 23rd. Now, according to our TV editor Eric Goldman, that show, if it gets picked up for a full season of 22 episodes, it would continue filming until, I think, February or March. Yeah, and then, Avengers 2 is supposed to start filming around that time.
First quarter of 2014. So it could work.
Yeah, it could work. I mean, they could just film without Spader for a while, and then he can come in at the end of the shoot and basically do all the Ultron stuff.
A lot of the motion capture stuff happens in this thing they call the volume, right? Where they go in and it's big green screens and he puts on the suit. And so and
the suit is basically pajamas with sensors.
Yeah. So, and I know, like on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is shooting now, they were doing all the motion capture stuff they're doing motion capture stuff on set, but then they do the volume stuff at the very last couple of weeks as well. So
there could be like maybe a stand-in or a body double for any Ultron action sequences.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now there's still a lot of unanswered questions about exactly how they're going to do Ultron as a character. What exactly is his plot? Is it just something as simple as, hey, my father created basically the Frankenstein thing of, you created me and now I'm going to turn on you. What do you think Ultron's big scheme is going to be?
I think they're probably, I mean, we're just speculating, but it seems that there's a daddy issue with Tony Stark to begin with, right?
Right.
Tony Stark has an issue with his father, Howard Stark, and he's always resented the attention that Captain America got from Howard Stark, right? And I think this kind of follows through with the comic. It's just not Hank Pym, Ant-Man, now it's Tony Stark. Ultron is going to resent his father for being rejected or something like that. So I think that's what we're going to see.
Well, they just need to hug it out. That's my plot idea.
I hope they do.
Avengers 2.
Avengers 3.
And most of the movie is just all shawarma, and then a robot tries to eat shawarma.
Hey, Ultron can join the team in Avengers 3.
There we go. All right, folks. We'll keep it locked here to IGN for all your news on Avengers: Age of Ultron. You know, it's going to be an exciting time. So stay tuned, IGN.